Hey everybody, One Weezum here. It is now Friday, January 10th, 2014, about 3:15 in the morning. Came in tonight, I was actually fortunate enough to find Spy Rise locally at Toys R Us, and in addition to that, I was able to land two guys that have eluded me on Amazon, that being LightCore Countdown and LightCore Clamshell. In addition to the Wave 3 lineup I had on here for the update video, hopefully helping people out, brought in all the existing LightCore characters. You're probably thinking, hey, we got these two, that's it, right? Not quite. We still lack one more, that being LightCore Bumble Blast. So looking forward to seeing that one. That one's probably going to come in the next wave. They might hold it out a little longer. Who knows? But what I can tell you, LightCore Countdown and LightCore Clamshell available now. We're going to go ahead and get started with LightCore Countdown. Uh, Countdown is not here. He is on my desk. So, we will make do with that. The current lineup, basically, you got LightCore Flashwing, LightCore Warnado, kind of the old guard, if you will. Legendary LightCore Grim Creeper and LightCore Grim Creeper. Then, in terms of like current Newlanders already out, you got LightCore Starstrike, LightCore Smolderdash. So, that's kind of a rundown on the lineup if you're interested. LightCore characters, again, they do their best to kind of differentiate these, kind of draw attention to them, make people say, hey, what's LightCore? You know, let me investigate this, ask an employee type situation. That's done nicely with the packaging. They actually, let me see, I've got Dunebug here, he'll work. If you note, you think, hey, I don't remember that being pointed at the top, that's odd. Well, it's because the regular characters aren't. They're actually rounded. I mentioned this before, but once again, they did that to kind of draw some attention to it. And then you got the LightCore. You kind of have the light radiating off the Skylanders logo at the top. Most importantly, though, you've got the holographic card back there. If someone were to pick this up trying to figure it out, you've got the holographic image here with Countdown and the Tech Element logo. And then, of course, you've got probably the best LightCore to date in Prism Break that we saw in Giants last time. And it literally says it lights up. Again, the goal here, people new to the series, unknowing parents or grandparents, aunts, uncles, kids, whatever the case may be, it's to say, hey, you know, this guy doesn't just look different, he actually does something special, and then again, you investigate it, hopefully. That said, he looks pretty awesome. This is literally, I'm assuming, as he is about to blow. He's got the red flustered face, again, classic video game sequence when you see anything that's a bomb and it turns red. It's about to go boom. So very cool there. I'm guessing, I initially thought when I saw this figure, you know, back in the day, I was thinking his whole head would maybe light up. I thought it might have been like a translucent red, kind of like on Hyper Beam Prism Break, with just kind of a light behind it. Scarlet Ninjini's another example back there. But I wonder now if it's not just the fuse, if you will. Again, I don't watch other people's videos or look at pictures. I like all this stuff to be new and exciting to me, and then that way it correlates better to you. That said, what was the price at Toys R Us? That's where I got it. Are they charging $13.99? I think they're charging $13.99. They currently don't have a buy one get one 40% off. This is only like the third week, I think, since the game came out. They haven't had that, go figure. However, they do have, again, I stressed it, if you need 3 Swap Force characters, in particularly Wave 3, Stink Bomb, Spy Rise, Rubble Rouser, they've got a deal where you can get 3 for $35. That's on the Swap Force only. That's a pretty cool deal. That said, I'm excited to get this guy out of the packaging. I am really excited about Countdown. Coming around to the back side, they use Starstrike to actually kind of showcase things on the back. LightCore Countdown's box art, nothing too special there. But again, on the back side, if you were unknowing, it does say LightCore, LightCore Power, and Flash Bomb Effect. Other featured characters, LightCore Smolderdash, LightCore Warnado, LightCore Starstrike, and LightCore Grim Creeper. Countdown being a brand new character, Will not work in SSA or Giants, but you're home free in Swap Force. That's probably where you'll be spending most of your time. Interesting they didn't put Wham Shell on the back. Okay, exact same lineup on the back of Wham Shell's box, though. Sometimes, like with the Wave 3 swappers, you saw those three side by side. That said, we're going to come in here, open a LightCore Countdown, take a look at him, get him on the portal, and take it from there. So, I've got Fire Eyes. This unboxing is, I don't know, probably 50% or so uploaded. Again, right there, if you are the type to repackage these, a cool thing, the way I do it, when the character's back in there, you could actually fold and tape that, and with the character there, you'd never, notice that was torn. You can take a little bit more time, do whatever you need to do. Again, a lot of people like to get the characters out, play with them, then put them back in the packaging for display purposes. The thing is, you theoretically, particularly even with the LightCore and the standard characters, you don't have to take them out of the packaging. The swappers obviously present a dilemma in and of itself. There he is in the packaging with all the holographic stuff in effect. Something they do eliminate, usually on like standard Countdown, you'd have a slogan right here. His slogan, of course, "I'm the bomb." If you are the type to repack things, you'll want to go ahead and cut that tape just so you don't tear it. I like to bend things back, and then you see that plastic there. I like to free that. Bear in mind, this is a LightCore character. Literally, the only thing I think that can light up on this guy is the fuse, and then I hope it kind of like radiates down onto the red. But what I like to do is bend everything back and then come and get him by the base. I haven't heard of anyone breaking a Swap Force LightCore. I hadn't really heard of anybody doing it past like a couple of Tree Rexes. Of course, that's Giants, but back at the launch of Giants, when they first came out, there were some people breaking them. Again, it's like, it is packed in there pretty well, but I mean, that would be people just putting all the force, on the lit fuse or something. There he is. We're going to take a much closer look at him here in just a second. Next thing you need to do, you've got the card and the sticker sheet. Okay, I was trying to figure out what was up with that. But what I like to do is actually bend that tab in, and then it frees from that one. Don't put too much pressure so you don't, put a crease or dement it, and just slide it out. Now the cards, again, they are a little special for the LightCore characters. They're holographic. Don't necessarily correlate to any in-game stat, but they're here, so we're going to talk about them. Power or agility, hopefully you can see that. 150 of 200, defense or armor 105 of 200, speed, agility 60 of 200, and luck 45 of 200. Let's add all that up. 105 and 45 is going to be another 150. That's 300, 360. That's not too shabby. Now, behind your holographic card, you've actually got what we call the sticker sheet. It has the name tag, LightCore Countdown. Again, you can affix that to a poster, your collection, your storage device, a wall, a bulletin board, refrigerator, whatever you want to do. Or you can just leave it in place. You got the QR code there, and then there's a web code down there for your iOS and Android stuff. Note though, that's not standard countdown photos or anything. That's literally LightCore Countdown, so props there. I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up. Before we take a good look, I'll go ahead and read his bio just in case you aren't familiar with it. Countdown was discovered by a group of Yetis who were snowboarding one particularly chilly morning when they came across a big bomb encased in ice. Again, I really wish they would have said slam bam and friends. That would have been a nice touch. After bringing it back to the cabin, they were shocked when it actually came to life. No one, not even Countdown himself, has any memory of where he came from, how he ended up frozen in the mountains. Since Countdown became a Skylander, Master Eon has been graciously trying to help piece together fragments of his past. But this has proven difficult as Countdown loses some of his memory every time he explodes, which happens a lot. In the meantime, Countdown has enjoyed working with Master Eon and fighting alongside the Skylanders to defend their world against evil, even though he occasionally forgets what he is doing. So, pretty unique story, kind of makes him, I'd say kind of a endearing character, if you will. Reminiscent to me, if you were to kind of cross Eruptor's quick temper with Boomer's, I don't know, like lovable loser charm, you know, and penchant for explosions. I feel you kind of might draw on Countdown there. That said, Countdown is actually, he's from the Tech Element, blue base, he's Swap Force again, he's a Newlander, he's got a standard pose and the LightCore pose. What I like best about that, a lot of people complain, oh, they should have done something else, got someone new in here. I disagree, because I would much rather buy Countdown and LightCore Countdown to explore both of his paths than I would, you know, double up on just Countdown. So to me, it's a welcome change. If he was a Series 2 character, kind of a different story, because of course the LightCores don't get access to the WoW POW. However, being a Newlander, he stops at the Soul Gem anyway, so this is the perfect time to be a LightCore character, if you will. Long story short, you can take Rocketeer path with standard Countdown, and then Boom Buddies Forever with LightCore Countdown. So, looking at the figure though, he's kind of got his Flava Flav TikTok clock medallion clock on, and it's also a timer since he's a bomb, of course. The blue and the gold kind of matches with Spire Eyes. Let me try and grab this. I guess that's where I've seen that blue before. I feel like, I mean, Spire Eyes almost looks purple when you've got him side by side with LightCore Countdown here. I assure you he's blue as well, at least in my book. But nonetheless, very good color combination in my opinion. Again, I am not a fan of gold, but you have to admit this looks pretty dadgum cool. The silver, kind of the armor, that is a very nice touch. And then, of course, the fuse looks really good. They've obviously perfected this over the years. It's almost like what you see with, I've got Blast Zone back here. This is the one from the 360 starter pack. You can see the similarities there in the fuse. I actually like LightCore Countdowns significantly better, but it reminds me of like Series 2 Igniter, Series 2 Legendary Igniter, etc. So, that said, let me grab the portal. Chase McCain is hidden. If you find him, feel free to post up. Hidden pretty decent this time, if I don't say so myself. Gonna come in. Where is that switch? I hadn't had to use this in a long time. There it is. Alright. Firing up the old wireless portal here. There we go. Some of you may not even saw the change. Okay, it just went out, so he's got pretty good range there. But if you pay close attention, let me bring him up here to you. That is standard. And then that's lit. It's going to be one of those things that's going to look way better with the lights out, just because there's not a lot to be featured. Kind of don't have space here. Let me scoot these guys back. Try to stick the portal down there for you. I'm going to kill the lights. I'll let you take an extra long look at it, because I'm going to run to my desk and grab Countdown as well. So 1 second here, you'll be seeing him lights out, and then I will grab his standard counterpart. Okay, so you've been staring at an orange dot apparently. It's not really in focus for you. I can tell you it looks pretty good, you know, with the lights out here in person. As I bring it up, you'll get to appreciate it better. My apologies there. I just really wanted regular Countdown here. This is now the side, I think the one with the arm up. This is now the back side. Looks really good. This is the opposite side. Now he's come full circle to the front once more. Let me grab... Which one is... Ooh, I don't want to grab him. Can't tell you why right now. Let me see. This, I think... This is Flashwing. She ought to light things up for you. Okay, now we're in business. Again, obviously, some LightCore characters, like Flashwing in this case, put out a lot more visible light than characters like Countdown. That said, Countdown is facing you. You can see him there in the camera pretty well. Thank you, Miss Flashwing. This is probably the best look I can give you. I'm just using Flashwing to kind of illuminate him. So again, my initial hope that it was his whole head was incorrect. The fuse looks really good. But this is one of those characters you're kind of going to not be able to put on the portal, you know, with the lights fully on and appreciate much. It's not near as bad as like a Drobot or the LightCore Chill, but I just kind of wish there was some way the light kind of radiated down across his head, or at least the red part of the bomb, a little bit better. That said, it is what it is. Doesn't look too bad. Again, let me pull Flashwing. And I mean, you have to admit, that part looks really awesome. It's just kind of sad that it doesn't actually light up, you know, his face like it does when we stick LightCore Flashwing near him. So I'll go ahead, set these two guys back down. You can actually see things a little bit better now. And I'll get the lights back on for everybody. Alright, with the lights on, we'll take one final look at him here. I think now that you kind of know what's lit up, what it looks like in the dark, you can appreciate the, you know, lit up segment a little bit better. But let me turn this thing off. That'll be your last look at him lit. Again, it's just, that's really cool, and the fire looks awesome. I just wish somehow there was like a little bit more light, and then maybe it would kind of come down and you could actually see his facial features. In particularly, you know, like the white of the teeth, maybe the eye, but you know, it's not too terribly bad. I happen to like it, and I'm kind of fond of Countdown. It reminds me of a California Raisin. Speaking of Countdown, the reason I was gone so long, I went to the desk to grab Standard Countdown. He's in my right hand, of course LightCore being in my left hand. Coming around, you see the similarities there. They both got the rocket hands bases. The clocks are similar. Let's check the clock's position. It looks to be exactly the same. I always like to check for little discrepancies or variances like that. On Standard Countdown, he's got the fuse, which you can make out pretty well, about right there. And then, of course, it's lit. It's burning on this side. The LightCore does an excellent job of showcasing that. But when you take a look at Countdown, he's kind of got the blackish blue bomb face, if you will. Totally red here on Countdown. Again, this is kind of like, what is it? Is it, I think it's his final purchased upgrade, the concussion one. I can't think of exactly what it's called, but I think that is the one where he like can throw his head and it's red. And then, of course, self-destruct, the Soul Gem, I think, does that as well. But you can kind of see it was sort of fading. It builds up to the bright cherry red at the top. Really cool touch, in my opinion. But that is LightCore Countdown. I think he's pretty cool. Again, my particular store, Toys R Us, where I found him, I haven't seen him in stock on Amazon personally. Did not find him anywhere else tonight. But Toys R Us, there were probably 10 plus LightCore Wham Shell. I'd say with me taking this LightCore Countdown, there might have been like 4, possibly 5 of them, if one was like kind of hidden or dropped down behind a starter pack or something. But I've had other people tell me the opposite, that there were tons of LightCore Countdown and hardly any Wham Shells. So I don't know exactly what the deal is there. I think that they would be shipping together in a LightCore carton. But that's it. Hopefully you can land this guy. Again, got mine at Toys R Us. I believe it would be $13.99. Don't hold me. It's $12.99 everywhere else, basically. But I think it's money well spent. Again, the cool thing, in my opinion, Countdown goes down the Rocketeer path. LightCore Countdown goes down Boom Buddy. So I think it works out. But here's one final look at him. I think he looks pretty awesome. Hopefully you agree. And as Countdown would say, I'm the bomb.